Hello everyone and good morning. Pardon me 1 second. And today is Saturday, May 24th, 2025 at 10:46. And today we have our day 1 outlook to look at for today. So our day 1 outlook for today, we have a slight risk for parts of Texas, going into Oklahoma, a little bit into Kansas, going through Arkansas, through Louisiana, and Mississippi, and Alabama. We do also have a marginal risk that encompasses parts of Texas going through New Mexico over here, and then through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, just a teeny tiny bit of Florida there having that as well. And we also have parts of Georgia, a little bit of South Carolina, then going back through Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, and up into Colorado, even into a little bit of Nebraska and Wyoming, and parts of Oklahoma having it as well. So, we also have this part of Florida under the marginal risk as well. So, some cities that we might see in the risk area today include Memphis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Birmingham, and Lubbock under the slight risk, and Denver, Atlanta, Miami, Colorado Springs, and Wichita under the marginal. So, today let's go ahead and deep dive and see what we've got for today. For today's tornado risk, we got a 5% for parts of Texas into Oklahoma, and we have a 5% extending from Texas through Oklahoma, through Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama, even up into Kansas. We also have a separate one here for parts of Colorado and Wyoming. So, let's go ahead and see what we've got for today's risks, or cities, I should say. We have Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Norman, Lawton, and Edmond under the 5%, and Denver, Colorado Springs, Aurora, Birmingham, and Little Rock under the 2%. So, for the 5%, we could see a brief EF0, maybe an EF1 tornado possible. And for the 2%, we could just see a brief EF0, maybe an EF1 tornado possible. So please be mindful, wherever you may be, you may have a tornado threat today. Going into the damaging wind threat for today, we have a 15% for parts of Texas going into Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and a little bit of Tennessee having it as well. And then we have the 5% that extends from Texas through a little bit of New Mexico, over into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, a little bit of Florida there, then Georgia, and then a little bit of South Carolina even has that, going through back through Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, back through Kansas, Colorado, a little bit of Nebraska, and into Wyoming. Even goes through a little bit of Oklahoma. So, and we have this 5% for the Florida Panhandle too, I believe. So, we have Memphis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Birmingham, and Lubbock under the 15%, and Denver, Atlanta, Miami, Colorado Springs, and Wichita under the 5%. So, for the 15%, you could see 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts possible, and for the 5%, you could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible. So please be mindful, that could be a possibility for today. Now, going on to today's hail risk, no surprise here, we have a 15% hatched for parts of Texas and Oklahoma, but we do have a 15% normal that is for parts of Texas, but mainly for Oklahoma, into Kansas. Oh wow, a little bit of Kansas even has just a teeny bit of the hatched, actually. The 15% normal extends from Oklahoma through Arkansas, going into a little bit of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and just a little bit of Tennessee. So yeah, we do have that potential there. And then for the 5%, we have it extending from Texas through Oklahoma. Yes, Oklahoma does have it, and New Mexico, back through Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee. Then we have South Carolina, a little bit of South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, a little bit of Florida, but barely, and then back through Louisiana and Texas. We also have this parts of the Panhandle, Florida under this as well, 5%. So, we do have Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Norman, Wichita Falls, and Lawton under the significant severe. Memphis, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Birmingham, and Lubbock under the 15%. And Denver, Atlanta, Miami, Colorado Springs, and Wichita under the marginal, 5%. Then there's the reset. So, for the 15% hatched area, we could see hail of 1 to 3.5 inch diameter hail possible. 15% normal, we could see 1 to 3 inch hail diameter hail possible. And for the 5%, we could see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail possible. So please be mindful wherever you may be, you have a hail threat for today. Going into the summary for today, it says scattered severe thunderstorms should occur across parts of the southern plains into the southeast today. Damaging winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes are all possible. Isolated very large hail, greater than 2 inches in diameter, may also occur across the the southern plains. So there you have it. There is the risks for today. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. And there's today's day one outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe. And even if you're in the marginal, please make sure you stay weather aware and stay safe. Even if in the marginals, you never know what these storms could do in the marginal. But anyway, I should be back later for the day 2 outlook. We'll have to see. I have something going on later this afternoon, so I might not be available for the day 2 outlook. But if I am, I will be back for the day 2 outlook. But anyway, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.